Here at Hennepin Tech.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome all of you on behalf of Intermediate District 287 and Hennepin Technical College to our annual high school awards program. Especially like to welcome parents and family members of students receiving awards today, school board members, school counselors and administrators, faculty, staff, and of course the student body. We are pleased to have with us some of our District 287 board members this morning. See Jim Lewis from Ridgefield, thanks for being here, and I know Mark Johnson's here also from Orono, thanks for being here. My name is Marilyn Cook. I am the program facilitator for the high school career and tech programs here at Hennepin Technical College. And today we have our awards ceremony. We will be issuing, with the instructors coming up front, issuing students awards for various categories indicated. And then after the awards program here, it'll take about a half hour to 45 minutes. There will be a reception in the cafeteria that you're all welcome to join us for. I'll take one more second to ask those in back to please sit down. Who's worthy of the award? The Outstanding Achievement Award. That one is for a student who's had an A average. They've got excellent attendance. They've exhibited leadership skills in their classes. They've had good interpersonal skills, and they've been a good role model for the other students in class. A true leader. The Tech Prep Award is for those students that are graduating this year and going on. Seniors, again, that 80% of you that said, I'm going on for more education in this field that I started here. And you're in good standing in the program. The Perfect Attendance Award is for that person that's never missed a day of school here. This is a premier award. Attendance is everything, especially with hands-on education. You have to be here so that you can learn the skills. If you miss school, that might be the day and the one only opportunity you had to get your hands on that one piece of equipment. So attendance is just so important. The Most Improved Student Award, that is for the student who maybe didn't start off quite so well. It was a struggle in the beginning, but by the end of the term, they really put it all together and are doing much better. We have some student organization awards to recognize students for. We have some programs that students are involved in the student organization and participated in competition, whether it be local, regional, or state. And we want to recognize them here in front of the student body and the public, as well as having been recognized by their student organization before this. And then finally, the Best Effort Award, that's given to a student who each and every day works their very hardest, day in and day out. And so now we're going to get on with the awards. And what's going to happen is instructors are going to be introduced by way of the PowerPoint presentation. And they're going to come up here and introduce the students and tell a little bit about their achievements and give the students the awards. First on the agenda is Chef Rob Graham, culinary arts instructor, and I do want to let all of you know that Rob this year also received a very special recognition. We're so proud of him. The Career and Tech Educators Association recognized Rob for his outstanding work as an educator in the field, and especially for the way he incorporates in his program students with disabilities and provides accommodations for them so that they can learn along with all the other students. And so, Rob, we're very proud of you for that.
Good morning, I am Chef Rob. I'd like to welcome everybody here today. Thank you for coming out. About this class, we had just a great year. It's a big class. I'd like to say that they are probably the loudest class I've ever had. That indicates that they have a lot of energy and they want to become chefs. So that's a good sign. We are a hands-on program. Let's see, we processed about 700 pounds of meat this year. we diced about 2,500 pounds of vegetables, 400 pounds of cake batter, 600 pounds of icing. That means I'm spending my budget, we're down to the last penny. We sculpted 4.5 tons of ice this year. So, these students have had opportunities to see and do and learn things that they would otherwise never had the opportunity to do. Been a great year. So, without further ado, we'll be giving the first award for outstanding achievement. This is sort of self-explanatory. This award goes to Callie Holden from Eden Prairie High School. Or not. Oh, you're here.
We're not surprised.
Is that a card? We have two recipients for the Tech Prep Award. The Tech Prep, as Marilyn said, is for people who are going to be going on to a higher education in this field. The first one is a student from Jefferson High School, Emmanuel Sabuni. The other one is also from Jefferson, Mike Krasp. Michael, you're here. Thank you, Dale. I appreciate it. Okay, Most Improved Award. Whoops. Perfect Attendance Award. This is a person, if I was still out chefing in the industry, this is a person that I would hire. Somebody with perfect attendance shows me that they're here because they really want to be here and they really want to learn. This student has been with me actually 2 years from Eden Prairie High School, Matt Goffin. Most Improved Award. This student is from the Vector program. She's been with me 2 years. She's just a great kid. She struggled at the beginning and she's done just 1,000% improvement and just has a huge future. Latrice Scott. Best Effort Award goes to 2 students from Kennedy High School. No, 1 student from Kennedy, 1 from Eden Prairie. Best Effort Award is for, I call these my go-to people. When you really need something done right now, done right the first time, these are the people you go to. First one, Best Effort, goes to Sarita Shantharaj from Kennedy. Second Best Effort Award, great guy, Eden Prairie High School, Chris Tang. prepared by the culinary arts students. Nice work. I just wanted to give a shout out to Michael Kusak, who was a student with me 2 years ago. Actually, he was with me for 2 years. Mike's from Eden Prairie, and he's in the Air Force, and he's doing his 3rd tour of duty in Fallujah right now. So, just wanted to say, Mike, keep your head down, come back in one piece, huh? All right, thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Jeff Gergen. I'm the out-body instructor here at Huntington Technical College. We have had a great year, and I've had a few students that have stood above the rest. So what I really want to do is give them a grand introduction. So let's go for it. Oh, from the mentor program, weighing at 150 pounds, known as Bubba Murray. Driving a 1991 Chevy Caprice, Jay Doyle. From Kennedy High School, weighing in at 150 pounds, known as the Ultimate Fisher. Driving a 1989 Chevy S10 with the V8. A 3rd place Skills USA winner, Tyler Thorne. Also from Kennedy High School, weighing in at a whopping 135 pounds, known as the Terminator, driving a 1968 Barracuda, Sean Thompson. So thank you everybody for welcoming these guys up to the stage. I don't think any of them knew what was going to happen here today, so it's nice for them to find out. But anyways, I've got some awards I want to pass out to these guys. This group up here has really worked really hard for me. You probably couldn't ask for a better group of students. This 10 a.m. class, I want to thank you guys back there. You guys performed really well.
I love you, Gergie.
Thank you. But just moving on, I want to introduce one of my students. I'm giving him the Outstanding Achievement Award. He came into me for just the 2nd semester, but I wish I had him for the 1st. He has worked very hard. He's one of those guys that you wish every student would be like. But I want to introduce to you guys Mario Vargas. Mario actually painted his car here at home just, about a week ago? And it turned out pretty good. I never even gave him a chance or never taught him a thing about painting, but he did a pretty good job. The next student I've got here, I'm giving him actually 2 awards. I've got an Outstanding Achievement and a Tech Prep Award. This student that I've had him all year long. He has worked very hard for me. He has maintained an A average the whole time. Plus, I've got him returning next year to the college program. So the best part about that is when I come back to work here next year, I get to see those guys down in the shop, and that's what really makes it count. So I really want to give a round of applause to Sean Thompson. Sean has been restoring his 68 Barracuda, and he's kind of in competition with his dad, is what I'm hearing, right? Trying to do a better job. Yeah. Now the next student I've got coming up has worked very hard for me as well. He also competed in the Skills USA VICA competition. Some of you guys don't know what that is. For the auto body, they have to do refinishing, they have to do some estimating, they have to do a little bit of frame, some body work, plastic welding, and welding. And they have to perform each station for about 45 minutes each. And this year, the student I'm going to announce here took third place in the state, which is very plausible here. So we got to really give him a big round of a hand. Tyler Thorpe, come on up. Also, get the tech award. And congratulations. There's your medal. Yeah. Too many goodies. You're a champ.
I played ice with that guy.
Tyler is also coming back to school here next year, so I'm really excited about that. So I'm looking forward to seeing you next year. Now the next student I've got coming up here, you've been with me all of last year too, weren't you? So this is the second year I've got him, and he's a very enjoyable student. And the best thing about him is I actually get to talk a little bit about sports with him every day. So I have someone to talk about the game last night and what happened. And this guy is a little upset today. He came to me and he couldn't find Torrey Hunter anywhere. You know, those little twins medallions. So if you guys have a twins medallion out there, Torrey Hunter, this guy could really use one. But Travis has worked very hard for me. He has really showed a lot of improvement this year. So I'm going to give him the most improved student award this year. Thank you, Travis. Congratulations, Now I've got a guy, I started second semester, and this guy told me, before the semester even started, he came up to me and says, you know, I'm going to miss about the first 2 weeks of the semester, so is that going to be okay? I'm like, well, not really, but let's see what happens. So he came back, and I told him, when you come back, you're going to have to come in early and really work hard to make up for what you've missed. Well, he came in every day for about a month and a half straight, early. He came in and worked at the 8 o'clock class and during his 10 o'clock class here. And he caught up and passed some of the students that he worked with. And to me, that's a big achievement when you can get a guy to come in early and work, and he actually would stay late a little bit, and he really worked hard. So I really want to give him a round of applause. I'm giving him the Best Effort Award. Thank you, Jim. So I just want to thank these guys. If you guys get a chance, go look at our display. A lot of these guys put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on this little orange Volkswagen Super Beetle outside. So if you guys get a chance to take a look at it, now you know who's been working on our cars. So thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Andy Thule, the high school auto mechanic teacher here at Intermediate District 27. And this year's been really good. The students start out at the beginning of the year learning the tools, learning the techniques, and learning which way the wrench turns. And the 10 o'clock class has really done a fine job this year. Some people come in the middle of the year. And my whole goal is to give these students enough to carry with them, because most of them are going to drive cars. Matter of fact, all of them are driving cars. And you need somebody to fix these cars someday. I'm sure you all have a bad story about a mechanic at one time or another. Well, I can say that I'm proud of these guys. They've done really good work this year. And one thing I want to mention to you is right after this award ceremony, I want you guys to come outside if you can. They're going to deploy an airbag for you. You've never seen one go off. The students have built a complete project. And this project, we're in the brake unit right now, has a braking system out of a 93 Oldsmobile. And it has the calipers, the drums, the rotors, all the working parts out of the car. And I must say, they have done the best job out of all my 3 classes. They fabricated, they welded, they put all the parts out of a car into a working brake model. And it was really a neat thing. I definitely consider doing it again next year. So go take a look at it. You know, just as we go out in the cafeteria, we're going to deploy an airbag. We've never seen one go off. It's quite the thing. So come and take a look at it. It will happen right after the award ceremony. I have some students that are outstanding this year, and I'm going to call them up, and if you please come forward. Kyle Stelmazek, Dave Ahman, Joe Kluber, Jason Steigoff, and Phil Schneider. You guys are just kind of lined up to my left over here. First guy I want to talk about here is Kyle Stumazek. Now Kyle came with me, that started at the beginning of the year. This guy has, his dad's a shop owner and came in with some background knowing cars. And has been a great assistant to me in the course of the year and has helped out with the other students too when they've had problems with their cars and stuff. And has really helped me along. He acted as president taking on our working brake model and did a nice job of that. Also, he got second place in the state of Minnesota for the Skills USA competition. He went up against 37 other students from schools all over the state of Minnesota, and to take second in the state, I think that's really awesome. I think he deserves a round for that. That's awesome. Thanks, Kyle. Kennedy High School guy here, and Dave has been involved in the Skills USA competition. He competed also, and also went to the leadership conference this year, both of which you can add to a resume, which will really work out excellent. Dave has been a great help in class and has really done well, and learned a lot this year, I think, and I'm really proud of him, and done a nice job. I appreciate your efforts. He gets that outstanding achievement. And Joe Kluber is not here. Jason Steigoff. Jason gets the best effort this year. He came in with me in the second half of the year. I wish I had this guy all year. He took that Oldsmobile apart and he took all the electrical components out of the Oldsmobile and he incorporated them into the project that you see outside. So when you go look at that, it has working brake lights, it has working headlights.
They didn't know I was taking pictures to put on the